Hi guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you hit up the like button and subscribe for the latest and trending topics. So, rapper Freddy P, who used to be with Bad Boy Records, making the band too, recently confirmed long-standing rumors that Diddy and his former assistant Fonzworth Bentley were more than just friends. They were lovers. In an interview in the Art of Dialogue podcast, Freddie shared a story he heard from a friend who supposedly walked in on Diddy and another man in a compromising situation in a better room. While he didn't mention Bentley by name, he gave enough clues for people to connect the dots, and those dots have already been connected many years ago. Okay? Back in the day, Diddy and Fonzworth Bentley were always together. They traveled the world, and Fonzworth was known for carrying Diddy's umbrella. Remember that? Like when they vacationed in Central Pass. Freddie P said his friend once told him about catching Diddy with another man. He said, long story short, I went to the security guard, told him how important it was. He let me in the room. And when I came in the room, I seen Puffy bussing. They was getting it in. And he said that's kind of like why I never spread his secrets. I can't even say it because you're gonna know who I'm talking about. But he just told me that's why everything started falling for me. Everything started happening good with me. That's why me and his relationship still good. Freddie said Diddy's arrest on SEX trafficking charges was long overdue. When I heard about it, I was shocked, but at the same time, it felt like it was bound to happen. I told my brother they got a chopper on him. They can put a chopper underground. They can hire Puff, but it's been long overdue. Freddie said Diddy's actions over the years forced the authorities to step in. It got to the point where people were questioning if the feds were even doing their job. He got away with too much. A lot of stuff Puffy is going through, and I don't wish bad on him, but it's sensitive because there are a lot of victims here. Freddie said Diddy struggled with his sexual identity. Everything he's going through right now is because he couldn't live his truth. The more he tried to hide, the worse it got. He said Diddy preyed on male artists who were financially strapped. That's how easy it is to gain leverage over people. He said, imagine Puffy telling these artists who were struggling financially, don't worry about it, come with me to the island, playboy. He would offer you things to keep up a lifestyle. It's a lot of rappers out here who got secrets because they fell into the situation with Puffy. Freddie continued, I know about Stevie J. I know your business. I'm in the circle. I know about y'all. Y'all confirmed. He said, even with Stevie J, when you got secrets out there of a lifestyle and you know the lifestyle you're really living, it's a community out there that really know you. You guys check out these clips.
Like, he done got away with too much, but you gotta understand this, right? A lot of stuff Puffy going through, and I don't wish bad on him. Like, before this transpired, I had a lot of hatred toward him, but it was about financial reasons. When it comes to this subject, it's very sensitive to me because there's a lot of victims in here. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's still somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? So, but we make our own bed, man. And for a long time, a lot of people, I want him to understand that a lot of people was hurt because you couldn't live your truth. Everything he going through right now is because he couldn't let go. He couldn't let go having a position of power over street Nick and also being who he is. The more who he was, he had to show more aggression. That's like somebody know your secrets. You might be you and Puffy You know, because Puffy, I can imagine he approached these guys who going through financial situations, these rappers who get themselves start making a lot of money. Then when things don't be hot no more, you fall back on people like him. He prey on you. And what he do is he offer you things to keep up a lifestyle. You can imagine Puffy, Playboy. You know, Playboy, don't worry about that, man. I can get us, come with me to the island, Playboy. Come chill with me. Won't be no security guard, no nothing. Won't nobody know about your business. Hey, don't worry about that. I'll wire that, Playboy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of rappers out here that got secrets because they fell into them situations with Puffy. And I know this personally. Like, I know personally, but like I say, a lot of stuff that I know, like I knew a lot of stuff that came out this week we was talking about. I was like, man, I been knew that. I been knew about the girl that came out. She was just afraid to tell her story for a long time. Like I knew, when you're in a circle, like the band is like a, you know what I'm saying? So things that transpired in their band, because they work with people that we worked with, you know what I'm saying? It gets back to us. And not only that, I done been on the phone call and hear people explaining their situations. It's crying about, you know, situations. And it only gonna get worse. It's so many people that got, it's guys that that can't come out because of their image. You know what I'm saying? That'll make your eyes go, like, whoa. I know about the slams, the Stevie J's. I know I'm in a circle. I know about y'all. Y'all confirmed. You don't got, but see, even with Stevie J, you know, when you got secrets out there of a lifestyle and you know the lifestyle you really living, it's a community out there that really know you. You can't hide from them. You can come play tough to us because we don't hear nothing about it. We don't hang around the same crowds. They know you. They know what you and Puffy was going on, not just Stevie J, I'm just saying anybody. If you're in that community and you trying to hide something, you can hide it from the street dudes and the thugs and the regular, but they know you. And that's what a lot of rappers was facing. That's why a lot of them can't defend themselves. You hear them, they be, they can't really say no because they know somebody know you. Somebody know for a fact. Somebody was there with y'all. Somebody he confided in, like as a best friend. You know what I'm saying? That know these rapper secrets. You can imagine being propositioned by Puffy like that though, right? Like, you f***ed up. And he could fly you to a private island and get rid of the security and give you, wire you $1 million or 20, or make sure that you get this endorsement deal. That's how easy it is for him to gain leverage over people.
Where did you hear? You don't have to say the guy's name, but
it's kind of hard to explain because then you're gonna figure out who I'm talking about. But I was also on the phone with somebody, right? And we was discussing, and he was telling me, I was like, you know, that nigga don't like you. He hated your guts, and y'all became friends. He said, man, I want to tell you something, man. He said, I never told nobody this because it ain't my motherfucking business. He was like, I'm just trying to feed my motherfucking kids. And he was like, he's like, man, such and such, one night, you know, I remember when we was, I'm like, yeah, he's like, man, somebody wanted me to go, you know, deliver a message. It was important. Like, I had to do it. And I kept telling the person that, Puffy busy. He's like, oh, you need to go tell him right now. He said, long story short, I went to the security guard. I told him how important it was. He let me in the room. And when I came in the room, I seen Puffy busting. They was getting it in. And he said, that's kind of like why, he said, and I never sprayed his secret. He said, and that's kind of like why I got to, you know, like, I can't even say it because you're going to know what I'm talking about. But he just told me, like, that's why everything started falling for me. Everything started happening good with me. That's why me and his relationship still cool. But I want to know from the Bentleys. I want to know, like, I don't want to put these people, because these people got kids, like, but I would love for them to just, you know, take the time to get that clarity, bro. Like, when I cried about my financial situations, that shit helped me a lot. It changed my life, actually. Like, I was in a suicidal state, and sometimes we just need people to hear us. So if they going through something, I advise them to just get with somebody. And it's not about filing lawsuits or trying to be seen. It's just about having that therapeutic moment that cleansing, that clarity, and getting that shit out your system. That's assault. And he done it for so many years and got away with it. Like years. Like it became behavior. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like a once a month thing. It was a lifestyle. He was a monster in real life. And I knew about this stuff. But you can't prove it, and it's not my job to fucking try to bash public, because where I was coming from was a place of hate. So everything I said would have been taken, but I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. You go back to my old interviews. All this stuff that's coming out right now, I'm so happy. It's more. It's more. But I'm so happy it finally came out. A lot leashed on to the talent. Let me tell you what Puffy was, and what a lot of them is. They mediators, what they call them mediators, right? Where you gotta go, they go-betweens. So you got the Leos who scared to approach the thugs like that. But Diddy from that world, so I could intermediate. I could get percentages from negotiating and making this deal, but you got to give up that butt. You got to give up that butt and royalties. And I can change your family life. You know why? Because he had to give up that butt. People don't understand. That's the reason. That's why it's the reason Puffy don't want to give nobody, any artist he deal with, he'll tell you, I'm make it hard for you. Yeah, I had to do this. He wants you to endure it. He endured. And I felt bad in a sense because he was only trying to feed his family. You get what I'm saying? And he became a victim, and it turned him into a monster just trying to hide his own secrets and not living his truth. And now he in prison just from all this comes from one man not living his truth. I swear to God. Had Puffy just been who he is at heart, it might have been a few jokes. We joked about RuPaul. He's still a boss. You get what I'm saying? I feel bad for the people that got hurt trying to hide his secrets. All the people that been victimized, all the people that been put under the influence so they don't remember certain things because of who he is. And as long as you're under the influence, it ruins your credibility of speaking about anything. So I can understand why he probably kept drugs in the party. You get what I'm saying? All this behavior falls in line behind one thing, trying to hide secrets. So now you got to use this to cover that. And now this makes you cover for that. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It never stops. It's a cycle. That's why I don't live in fear. I don't hide secrets. I'm not scared of nobody. I don't do none of that. I live for God. Man, you live that way, your ass ain't got to worry about nothing. You know one thing that's crazy to me though, because I know him, is me picturing them in a cell. And that made me feel a little bad. That's the only thing. Like, I don't like the nigga or whatever. I still got love for the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be in here right now if it wasn't for that dude. Regardless of what, it was 40,000 people. He had to hear something from me. He had to hear my talent. He had to pick me out. He had to learn my personality. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always easy to deal with me every day too. They used to have shit on the motherfucking refrigerator. We had like notes of what people, when people come in the house, they'll know, you know, what to deal with or whatever. On the notes, they'll be like, let Fred sleep an extra 45 minutes. Like, this nigga is like, because when I woke up, you know, I had a bad attitude and I used to get up or whatever, but they done did too much. They did a lot to help me get where I ain't gonna say where I'm at in life, because really it's like, where am I? I'm 40, I don't own the properties or nothing, you know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, why are you blaming Puffy? I'm not blaming Puffy, I'm blaming Puffy. I can't get time back. I dedicated my time to a situation to provide for my family, which I'm talking about when I was into it. I never went home like everybody got to go home on the weekends. I was the furthest away. So I was really dedicated to changing my situation. I was really dedicated and showed love to a person who I felt like, in the end, what I learned was only playing with us, and it made me react a certain way. But that don't mean I hate him.